Oi, 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 YouTube. It's good to see you. You're in for a bit of a rant video today. My thoughts are a little bit out of sorts, but I hope you've had your water and you unclench your jaw. I have stuff I want to talk about, and I don't want to talk about people, right? There's a lot of stuff going on with Dead by Daylight that it's very drama filled right now in the Dead by Daylight community, and I don't want to talk about the people. I don't want to talk about this person versus this person, who's right, who's wrong. I don't really care about any of that, because I don't know that winning is in terms of discussion, is a healthy mentality, and I don't think I want to pick sides on any of that stuff. What I think I want to do is talk about the community at large and what we need to do as a community right now to self-soothe and to look out for each other. So I wanted to talk about empathy real quick. One thing I'm seeing a lot of is a complete and total lack of empathy. And again, this isn't at, towards, or from anyone. I think I'm just saying this in general. Empathy is something that really, in all video games, it's lacking, right? If your survivor teammates sandbag you, they're probably playing to their best or their ability or making the best judgment calls possible. Like, yeah, some people might sandbag you, but not everyone's trying to be a dick. And when a killer face camps you, maybe they've had an awful day and they just want to get that kill. Like, they're just over it, you know? Yeah, there are some people that are exceptions to that rule. But if we think about empathy on that level, and just thinking about the other side, we'd be a lot less angrier with this game, I think. Now, what does this have to do with anything? I think this scales up to many forms. I think we're very fast to demonize. To demonize each other in the community, right? To demonize the developers. Oh, why did they do this? They must be brain-dead idiots. Stuff like that, which I don't think that. Because when we lack empathy, we have a tendency to attack people and not attack ideas, or even talk about ideas. Like I said, when the developers have something that they change, that we wish they didn't change, it's always cynicism. Or it turns into cynicism. And cynicism's from lack of empathy. It's from lack of understanding. And it's from lack of wanting to have a conversation. And all the time we just hear ad hominem attacks about the intelligence of other people. I think as a community, one thing I would like to see more of, and what I think we need to do, is look out for each other more. It sounds like super hippie kumbaya circle, but don't we all love the game? Don't we all claim to love it and play it and want to enjoy it? Like, it's supposed to be something we gather around the metaphorical dinner table to chat about. That's why I make content. And this isn't a virtue signal or anything of that. I'm prone to emotion, emotionality, and wanting to act on emotion 100%. But I think what we need to do is look inside of ourselves to see what we think is healthiest for everybody. We can have differing opinions, right? If somebody wants D-Strike nerfed and somebody doesn't, you guys don't have to agree on everything. If we agreed on everything, what's the point? That's okay. But it's embarrassing sometimes, the way the community cuts itself off at the legs. If the collective community had a hacksaw, they would have it at their own ankles. Because we want the community to grow and get bigger, because we want the game to be more successful so they can make bigger, cooler, better things. But then we make fun of new players. Call them babies, GGEZ. We don't like when other bigger creators play the game that normally don't play the game. We judge them. Oh my god, you threw God Palette. You're so dumb. We're constantly our own worst enemy. Why? What? What? As a Fog Whisperer, I'm not gonna lie, I get called a dev apologist all the time, because when I engage with conversations, I just engage from a place of trying to understand and walking away when I disagree. I try to. There's a lot of things, really silly things I don't agree with. They took out the motion blur in the menus that I thought looked sick. Why? I literally don't understand. I don't think they're idiots for it. Their vision for whatever their game is just differs from mine, I suppose. Sucks. I miss it. I wish Trickster got buffed in a very different and more imaginative way. He might still, but I still want to play the game. I still want to have fun with it. I guess I just don't understand why attacking is our default. Attacking anybody over just having an idea and going, yeah, I don't think that idea is great, but that's okay, because you can have ideas too. I don't know. I told you this is going to be a ramble. In my community, I try my best, and again, I'm not trying to virtue signal anybody, but I was an asshole for most of my life. And I just think that we would do a lot better if we stopped talking so much and listened a lot more and tried to think outside of our own emotional competency. Because what I feel about the game and what I experience with the game isn't the exact same as what anybody else feels or experiences. This video's not going to get any clicks, and I don't know if people really care, but I feel like I just have to put this out. Listen to other people more. Try to see another perspective. Why would they do that? Are they having a bad day? Well, alright, I'm going to move on. That's okay. Whatever. Why would they face camp me? They must be having a bad day. Move on. The hyper-judgmental... all of it. It just doesn't... Talking bad about other people, about players, about all of that, nets you nothing but to feel potentially better about yourself by stepping on someone else. I don't get it. And maybe I'm living in fairy tale land. Maybe I'm trying to live in some like hyper like unrealistic world where stuff just isn't so volatile. If you're part of my community, man, I really hope that you guys... I have 13,000 subs and counting on this channel, and I really hope you guys understand where my heart is. Because I don't get to do talk pieces like this on this channel very often, but when we play in our stream, this is the vibe. Be empathetic. Be understanding. Why attack anybody else? Whether it's a player in the game, whether it's your teammate, whether it's the devs. Why? What do you get? Just a little bit of a feel better? It doesn't make sense to me. I hope that this video reaches somebody. I hope that we can realize that we all like the game, and maybe not all in the same ways. That's fine. That's okay. I know that there are, what I will say is there's so much negativity. This community's bright. It's positive. There's so much good shit in this community. There's so many good laughs. There's bright fucking lights out there. And there's so many of you that join me on stream that are in these videos that leave funny ass comments or that are genuinely inquisitive or are just kind, and you guys are lights. And don't think that we don't see you. I just hope that we can create more lights. Anyway, I've rambled long enough. There's a sick double zombie hit in here you guys should rewind and go watch. There's a new Pyramid Head tutorial coming out tomorrow morning. And I hope you guys dig it. This is kind of impromptu, so it's not edited at all. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you know, I hope this greets you well. So, I will be praying to the entity, I guess, to see you guys in the next video.